All right, finally time to get these seat belts off. Been a few weeks in the making. Actually have the right tools now. Angle grinder, extra battery, bunch of extra wheels, both for grinding and cutting. I have a cutting wheel on there right now. It's a lot thinner. But yeah, fresh off work. Feel gross. Looks like it's about to pour. So hopefully I can get this done. I think I'm gonna find out very quickly if this is gonna work or not. But first step in rust preparation is finally getting these seat belts off. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I think I'll probably start by trying to just cut this off. This little like sticking up piece. If that goes well, maybe I'll try the bolt. I'm a little bit more worried about the bolt than anything else though. So we might just end up doing that little sticking up piece. But yeah, I got my gloves, got a face mask kind of, it's just a cloth, got glasses, got the adjustment tool to change the wheel if I inevitably snap this one off. Yeah, see how this goes. Shit just ain't working, bro. All right, been about an hour. Actually made some progress. As you can see, this one's gone, minimal cutting. And this side is gone as well, right there. So I can finally take this off. I did melt the plastic a little bit, but I think I figured out the amount of force that I need to actually do it with. So hopefully this last one will go a little bit faster. I'll actually film this one. I was getting annoyed at the start, so I just needed to put the phone down and actually like really focus on getting them cut off. But now that they're cut off, I feel a lot better, and I'll show you guys this last one, hopefully without too many issues. Here's what's left of the T47 bit that snapped, so that's nice. Nice little souvenir, I guess. Put her in the cup holder for later. Almost done. Almost fucking done. Yep. Yeah, boy. Wait. Whew. Oh, there it is. Holy fuck. All right, all done angle grinding. Thank God. That took a lot longer than I had hoped just to get those three pieces off, but I'm gonna quickly wash this thing out, just hose it out, and then I think it's probably gonna storm, so probably not the best idea to do this right now, but I don't want to leave all those metal shavings in there. I was throwing up a lot of shit. So yeah, I'm just gonna get that out of the way. I probably won't even film it, but I'll be back later in the week doing, what will I be doing? Cleaning, degreasing, and then using some Rust-Oleum rust remover and fully prepping for hopefully next week. I'll get that new floorboard welded in, and that'll be sweet. So yeah, see you guys later in the video. All right, Saturday now, and van is all dry. Had a fan running inside here for longer than I needed to. Really, since I did the original just washing it out on Wednesday, I believe that was. So had the fan going for a few days. Now going to use some Simple Green to degrease it. There's, as much as I did wash it out really good, there's still a lot of grime sitting around, especially in these like little tiny crevices behind the AC vent, you know, behind the jack in the back corner. And we didn't even touch the front part of the van, so decent amount there as well. I'm going to be using a 1-to-1 dilution for this, which is considered heavy duty. Gives you all the dilution instructions back here, but yeah, for our purpose, I'm going to be doing 1-to-1 for this cleaning, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to use some of the Rust-Oleum rust remover stuff, as well as what else do we have for rust removal? I guess that's really it for now. And then yeah, that'll probably be the end of the weekend, but hoping that this upcoming week my coworker that's going to help me out fixing the driver's side floor is going to be available, and we'll get that done, and then we'll be smooth sailing from there. That's really the last major thing that I'm worried about in terms of my ability of not being able to really do it. So that's kind of what this whole thing is hinging on right now, is just the floor, which I've said a million times already. But yeah, make up this dilution, get the scrubbing, and yeah, I guess that's really it. More cleaning montage. You guys are welcome. Okay, took about an hour, but all cleaned out. Looks great. I mean, all things considered, the amount of rust that there was, I think that it cleaned up really good. That stuff, Simple Green, works really well. Like, the amount of dirt that I got out of here, I mean, insane. And I ended up taking that center console off. So as you can see, that's kind of where the engine access is. Really dirty up in here. Got most of that out. This, which was literally black before I started, is now like, can actually see. Honestly, kind of happy that this rust hole was here. Made the drainage a lot easier. Same thing on the other side, but yeah, I think I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit, just kind of air dry. Let any of the stuff that's gonna drain out. While that's happening, I am going to work on cleaning up the center console. If we walk over here, it's pretty dirty. The actual, part that holds everything comes off as well, just latches in right there. So, gonna work on that. Might go get some McDonald's first. Snack wraps are back. Haven't tried one yet. Tried like 3 times. Lines out to the road, unreal. Probably not gonna be any better today, but if it is, snack wrap review will be happening in the next clip. If not, you're just gonna see more of me cleaning up parts of the van that need to be cleaned up. But yeah, really happy with how well it degreased. And might do some upholstery cleaning today too as well. We'll see. All right. McDonald's acquired. McDonald's Sprite acquired, of course. Oh yeah, that's fucking good. First up, you know what? We're gonna go ranch first. All my buddies have said the spicy is the better one, so I'm gonna try the ranch first. See what the ranch is talking about. Now, haven't had one of these in years, obviously. I do remember them being quite possibly the best after-school snack of all time. Yeah, let's just get into this thing. I mean, God, excited is an understatement. I will say that. Well, yeah, that's good. I like that. Get another little bite here. Pretty good. I was on the ranch one. I'd probably give that, on the scale of McDonald's food, 1 being the bottom, we'll say 5 top. I give that maybe like a 3.8. 3.8. Not the best, not the worst. I do like it though. The ranch is pretty good, but I'm not a huge ranch guy. So I think that more than anything, that's what it comes down to. I'm just not the biggest ranch guy, and that's okay. Now the spicy one, heard good things about this. Ooh, even looks better than the ranch one. But let's see. I mean, they got spice all over this thing. I'm excited. I'm excited. Big bite, big bite. I like that though. Yep. Spicy, definitely the better of the two. Yeah. I give the spicy probably like a 4.2, Pretty good McDonald's item. Not the best McDonald's item ever, but really good. And yeah, that spice. That's some good spice too. Yeah. Plus the spicy Sprite. Oh man. Yeah, that was great. I'm gonna mouth fuck the rest of these, and then we're gonna get back to cleaning. So I'll see you guys back in the van. Yeah. Snack wrap, baby. Back at the crib. Got the fresh interior detailer by Turtle, I believe, and a roll of detailing cloths. So gonna get to cleaning this and that, and maybe taking the complimentary vapes that came with the van out and put in the trash can finally. All right, Monday now. Today's the day we finally use the rust remover. I went with some Rust-Oleum rust dissolver gel formula. Supposedly, all you have to do is spray a little bit of water on the areas of rust to break the surface tension, then spray this stuff on and let it sit. It says 10 to 30 minutes. I'll probably go on the 30-minute side just to be safe, and then wash it off and dry it. So hopefully this stuff works. If not, we'll find something else, I guess. I do have some wire brush attachments for the drill that I have, so those could potentially be used if this does not work. But I got some high hopes for this. I read some pretty good reviews online, saw some people in other YouTube videos using kind of similar stuff, not necessarily the same exact thing, but similar enough products that I'm pretty confident this will work, especially just on some of these smaller spots that I'm really gonna try to use it on. Some stuff kind of this, stuff like this, and maybe even some of this slightly bigger stuff, like stuff running along the wheel well. But yeah, I'm gonna spray this stuff on, wait 30 minutes, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, happy that I'm finally at this step and get to it. Okay, I waited about 45 minutes. Just finished rinsing it out. Looks pretty good for a first go. I think I'm probably gonna give it a second round, just because I found that when you actually soak the rust, the gel doesn't seem to cling as well. Versus areas I just used the mist function on the hose, it clinged to it really well. Prime example of that is on the step. As you can see over here, still rusty. That was a bit more soaked versus this got just some mist. Came off really well, no rust residue. really happiest with this passenger side. Underneath was very, very rusty. There's still a decent amount here. Still needs to be cleaned up, but overall cleaned up super well. So it's about to pour, so I'm probably going to be done with this for today. But tomorrow I'll probably come back, do the same thing again, see what the results look like, and then kind of decide from there if I need to do anything else. There's definitely still some patches that are really rusty, which those I'm probably just gonna have to use the wire brush on first, which I didn't do that step of it either. It said for bigger patches, use a wire brush to try and scrape away some of the rust, then use the gel. So I'll probably try that tomorrow, see how that works out, and go from there. But that'll be in the video as well. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that stuff worked, especially for a first try, not really knowing what I was doing. Even took a lot of the rust off of this this body mount right here, which is pretty surprising. I'm probably going to replace those anyway, just to be safe, because they are pretty rusty. But yeah, very happy with the progress today, especially for only taking like an hour and a half or something to do this whole thing. So I'll see you in the next part of the video. All right, a little bit later in the week now. Had a really big rainstorm last night. Parents came out to check on the van this morning just to see, because we had left the windows open for it to dry from getting rinsed out by the rust treatment. And there's a whole nother problem now, which is there was a lot of water sitting right here in the van, leaking out of this light through the roof. And if you go up top here, very clearly from that, which just another thing that I should have noticed before I bought this van, that I didn't notice. I don't really have time to fix it this week. I got stuff going on this weekend. Worst part about this is I'm probably gonna have to take off the whole roof to check and make sure there's no mold or anything. And at that point, I'm kind of nervous about putting it back up because of all the lights that are wired up there and the air conditioning. But we'll get to that when we get to it, I guess. For now, I'm going to cover it with a trash bag, duct tape it down, and pray that it doesn't rain again super hard this weekend, which I think it's supposed to. It's always one step forward and two steps back, I feel like. I'm getting kind of annoyed, mainly with myself. I just didn't check the van out as good as I should have. Just made myself a lot more headaches than I really needed to by just rushing this whole thing, and I'm just kind of pissed off with myself right now. But gonna do a second rust treatment today while I'm here, and then yeah, just go from there. Gonna try something a little different today. I'm gonna use a wire brush on a drill first for some of these bigger spots, see if I can't knock a bunch of the rust off before misting them, and then doing the Rust-Oleum gel stuff. So we'll see how that works today. Need a win on this though. Hopefully it goes well. But yeah, timeline is getting changed pretty quickly here, where I just don't know if it's going to be ready by September. I really hope it is. I have the welding scheduled with my buddy for next week, so that's a win, I guess. But yeah, right now I'm just feeling kind of defeated and not super happy with myself, but that's life sometimes. So get into this treatment, hope that this goes well. So this is what I ended up doing just to cover the cracked tail light. Cut a trash bag size, put some of this T-Rex tape, essentially duct tape, cut that. Tape top one, tape the two sides, and tape the bottom. We'll see how well it holds up. Hopefully better than nothing. I think it should be all right. Seems like it's pretty tight up there. But yeah, we'll find out probably tonight if it's actually working or not. So I will keep you guys updated on that. But now we are going to get into the actual goal of today, which is rust treatment 2.0. Okay, got all that rust that I wire brushed off, rinsed out of the van, went back in with the Rust-Oleum gel. Ended up using pretty much the entire bottle, which I was not expecting to do, but you know, rather use it all. I already bought it, so I want to make sure this thing's as rust-free as possible. But I just wanted to show you guys. This is kind of what it looks like when it's actually working. So it turns into this like milky white. You can see some more over here as well. This bolt is actually, I've been watching it a little bit the past few minutes. I can actually kind of see the rust kind of coming off the bolt, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, I went probably a bit overboard with the amount that I used. But again, I had already bought it. There was a decent amount of rust, especially once I started wire brushing. I just kept uncovering more. So I wanted to make sure I got as much of it treated as possible. And yeah, I mean, kind of tough day in terms of finding that hole in the light, but it's turned out fairly good, other than being incredibly hot, which, I mean, it's August, so I guess it can't, or no, it's not. It's the middle of July. So I guess it can't be too mad, but still. Yeah, going to be looking on eBay tonight for the tail light. And I'll probably also look for the swivel seat that I want to get for the passenger side. And yeah, I guess that's really all I had to say. This will be the end of this episode, though. So when I come back next week, hopefully I will come back with some footage of a new floor being welded on in the front driver's side, and be able to show you guys a fixed light maybe, and hopefully just in general a fairly rust-free interior. That'd be awesome. Like I said, things are a little bit behind plan, but that's kind of what it's going to be. I feel like I've run into enough problems with this thing now that I know it's going to be a lot of stop and go, but make the most out of it. Try and learn every time that I find something else wrong. It gives me another opportunity to learn how to fix it. And yeah, just learn a lesson about in the future I will be a lot more careful with selecting a van in the first place. But I'll see you guys next week, and thank you for watching. Peace.